Hello. Welcome to the Apple Education Learning Series video, Connect and Collaborate Remotely. My name is Kelly Regan. I work with the Apple Education team as a Senior Apple Professional Learning Specialist. Prior to working at Apple, I was a Digital Learning Coordinator and Secondary Social Studies teacher. Today, I'm supporting you by helping you connect and collaborate with your fellow educators, even when working in remote locations. Today, you'll learn how to connect with others using messages, collaborate on content using apps like Pages, Numbers, and Keynote. And finally, we'll show you how to share a file or folder with a colleague using iCloud in the Files app. Before we begin, let's make sure your iPad is set up for collaboration. First, check that you're signed in with your Apple ID. Your Apple ID is the email address that you use to sign in to Apple services like iMessage, iCloud, FaceTime, and the App Store. Tap Settings and then tap your name at the very top. Beneath the photo, you'll find an address. This is the Apple ID you'll be using to connect and collaborate with your colleagues. If you don't see your name listed, then your iPad is not currently associated with an Apple ID. Tap Sign into your iPad to begin the login or account creation process. To learn more about Apple ID, visit appleid.apple.com. Once logged in, you're ready to enter contact information and Apple IDs for your colleagues. To do that, open the Contacts app. Tap the Add button at the top of the screen. Add the name of a colleague and their address in the email field. Repeat this process with other members of your group. Now you're ready to collaborate. Let's see how you can use the Messages app to communicate and share resources with colleagues. Open Messages. If you haven't used Messages before, you'll be prompted to sign in with your Apple ID. If you receive an alert about verification, your Apple ID may be managed by your school's IT department. If that's the case, you may reach out to them and request educators be granted access to Messages in Apple School Manager. Now, of course, you can send messages directly to individual colleagues, but let's take a look at how to communicate as a group. Tap the Compose Message button. Add the individuals you want to be part of the group and then tap Return to create your message. After you send this first message, the group is officially created. At the top, you'll see the number of colleagues in your group. Tap the contacts at the top of the group conversation to find a list of options and tap Info. Here's where you'll name your group. Let's call this group Coding Project. When you add or update an iMessage group name, it's shared with all of the members of the group. You can return to this screen at any time to add or remove group members. When you're finished, tap Done. Now that the group is set up, you can send and receive text and audio messages, photos, and other documents. Suppose you want to have a live video chat with everyone in this group. Tap the name of the group, then tap FaceTime to start a group video call. Alternatively, tap Audio to do a voice-only conference call. Consider using messages to discuss ideas for next week's lessons, coordinate committee assignments, or even just share a few words of encouragement with your fellow faculty members. So, after you've decided on a lesson topic, how can you collaborate to develop the content together with everyone working in different locations? The three apps that are part of iWork, Pages, Numbers, and Keynote, give you and your colleagues the ability to work together in real time to create professional-looking documents, spreadsheets, and presentations. Let's see how. Whether you're in a Pages, Numbers, or Keynote document, you begin collaborating by tapping the Collaborate button in the toolbar. In the Add People pop-up, tap Share options at the bottom to manage who can access your document and their editing privileges. Go back to Add People pop-up, where you can choose how you'll invite others to collaborate. One convenient way is to use Copy Link to copy the invitation link and send it any way that works best for you. Or you can just choose Messages to send an invitation to an individual or to a group you've already created. If you receive a message that your account has restrictions on the people you can share documents with, then you probably are using a school-provided managed Apple ID. Talk to your IT department for more information about these and other account permissions found in Apple School Manager. When recipients get your invitation, all they need to do is tap on the link and the collaboration begins. You'll all be able to see the changes made to the file in real time. You can even tap on the Collaborate button to see who's currently working in the file, and tap on the colored circle by their name to see which part of the document they're working on. Collaborating in the iWork apps is a great way to plan projects and refine lessons across the department. To take collaboration even further, you can also share any file or folder stored in your iCloud Drive. To begin, launch the Files app and find a document you want to share with your group. Touch and hold the file for more options and select Share. You'll see icons along the top of the share sheet for sharing using Mail, Messages, or other apps. But these options are for sending a copy of the file. Instead, tap Add People to share the same file with others. Choose Messages to send a link that gives your group access to this file through iCloud. But what if you have an entire folder of documents, photos, or other materials to share? If you and your colleagues are running iPad OS 13.4 or above, you can repeat these same steps to share folders. As a bonus, any pages, numbers, or Keynote files in the shared folder become instantly collaborative. No need to send invitations for each file. Sharing from the Files app ensures that every member of your team is seeing the most recent version of each document, and it allows you to work together on projects like reviewing curriculum, team teaching, and sharing teaching materials, no matter where you are. Now, let's see all the ways you can take the learning further. To find out even more about Messages, check out the Messages support article at support.apple.com/explore/messages. You can also learn more about collaborating in Pages, Numbers, and Keynote in the Apple Teacher Learning Center.